Hey there, it's JohnBerry555 and welcome to my 10-part miniseries where I'm going to be reviewing the HBO miniseries Band of Brothers, which was created by Steven Spielberg and Tom Hanks. So a quick overview real quick. The Band of Brothers follows E Company or EZ Company of the 505th, I believe, Parachute Infantry Division of the 101st Airborne. Not 505th, 506th Parachute Infantry Regiment of the 101st Airborne Division. Have some notes here so that way so I can check this stuff up, make sure I got everything correct. But yeah, it follows their adventures from basically their training all the way to being sent home. So we're going to start off with part 1, episode Kira Hay, and we're going to end up with part 10 points. So expect that this is going to be one episode a week, so this is going to be a 10-week long miniseries for me. And today we're going to be talking about part 5, which is of course episode 5, Crossroads. So this is actually a very different episode so far. Before we follow, the men of EZ Company doing training, doing fighting. But this time, we are following the events through an after action report that Winters is writing. So it's already a different take, a different tone that they're doing. So Winters is basically doing an after action report after they encountered a German counteroffensive on it's saying that the Germans made a counteroffensive. And he's actually doing this troubled by the fact he shot an unarmed Waffen SS soldier. Now, teenager. This is a young person who probably was, has been indoctrinated probably their entire life by now. Has really just been indoctrinated and joins the Waffen SS. This is not the Wehrmacht. The clean Wehrmacht myth is just that. It's a myth. It's not true. The Wehrmacht were equally responsible for the atrocities that were committed by the SS and the Waffen SS. But the thing is, they were complicit. The Wehrmacht was complicit. They enabled, but they were not the diehards of the Nazi ideology. No, those who were the diehards of Nazi ideology generally ended up in the SS, or more specifically the Waffen SS, which was the combat arm of the SS. That's who this teenage boy that went to this trouble that he shot. Now, granted, did he really fully grasp what we know now about the Waffen SS? Probably not, but here he is. It's an offensive, and they're fighting the Germans, but this kid was stated to have somebody's motorcycle decides to interrupt this very important historical review. But as I was saying, this teenage boy was unarmed during this. It was also, probably Winters did not realize this time, but we know now, was indoctrinated. In some ways, it makes sense. And Winters, this shows his demands that he is troubled by this. He doesn't like killing for the sake of killing, which I think is a very important thing for a soldier. They kill because they have to, not because they want to or even like it. But it makes sense that he is troubled by this. And despite what we know the Waffen SS did, it's okay for Winters to be troubled. That's the emotion he felt. Emotions are valid. And war is tough on soldiers. There's a reason why so many soldiers come back from war with severe PTSD. It's because they're human and they're put through difficult, tough situations where they end up killing teenagers, even indoctrinated teenagers. It happens. And it's tragic, no matter what. Even despite their ideology, it's tragic. Because the best case scenario would be if you could break through that ideological indoctrination and help them see the error of the ways. But in war, that's often not a possibility. So it makes sense that Winters is he's conflicted about this, because he knew what he did was militarily the right choice, but morally, very morally great. There should have been a better option. This soldier, in that moment, wasn't trying to kill him. Maybe later would have, but we don't know. But that's why this episode is so important, because it shows that conflict. It shows the humanity among both sides. We don't want both sides when both sides aren't equal, but it's still important to understand that humans are involved in war. And even the bad guys, even the enemy, even the indoctrinated enemy, still has humans who have been indoctrinated, have been tricked by those above them, by their leaders. Sometimes and tricked into respecting them, into following the orders unquestionably. it sadly happens. They still need to be held accountable for their actions, of course, but it does show that it can happen to anyone. A teenage boy can be indoctrinated just like a disgruntled veteran of World War I. It can happen to anyone. And that's what this is showing. And showing the humanity of the Americans, that the Americans are not an ideologically pure force liberating Europe. They have emotions as well. They have emotions. They can feel conflict about their actions that they're taking. That is so important to show. And that's really the take away from Crossroads. And it happens at the Crossroads too. But it's really a crossroads of the events, of things occurring, of characters coming to terms. They're at the crossroads in their character journey, or in this case their personal journey, since these are based off of the real experiences of the men of Easy Company. So thank you for watching this review. If you enjoyed it, please be sure to like the video and let me know in the comment section down below what did you think of it. I would love to hear your thoughts. Also be sure to like, share, upvote, subscribe, follow, all the stuff. Check out the links down below. And as always, thank you for watching and have a good day, a good night, wherever you are. Have a good one.